Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Chris, Crypto Fit, coming at you from the UK. Oh dear, I am a little bit tired. It's quite early for me in the UK. I don't like getting up in the morning. I really don't. I used to get up at 6 o'clock every single morning and not have an issue with it when I owned a business, but now I can't. I find it hard to do. 7 o'clock is about the earliest I can do. But anyway, I hope you're well. I hope you're good. Anything I say is not financial advice or advice. Please, for the love of God, do not go and have a bath with a toaster that is on the electrical socket or an iron. It is all for my entertainment purposes only, which it is. Headlines. Right, we're at about 22,300,000 as I checked this morning, so we're going up around about 50 grand a day at the moment, which is awesome, you know, absolutely awesome. You know, I think the SafuuX community know exactly what they're getting into. I think they already, I think a huge percentage of them already did their thing and already sacrificed. I don't think many people haven't sacrificed in the SafuuX community just yet. So, I've also seen that we've had 2 million BNB, you know, transferred, sacrificed already, and I think that's absolutely freaking amazing. Can we get to 100 million? I don't know. I would really hope so. The road to 100 million is the title of all of my videos from now until the end of the month. I'm really excited to know if we can actually get there. I'm sure we can. We've got some marketing geniuses like amazing team behind us. Today I was having a sleep last night, as you do. I thought, what if this wasn't headed up by Brian Legend? Let's just call this person Joe. Joe hasn't had any experience. He's come up with the same product design as exactly what we've got now. The same product design, right? Same product design. Let's just say not the experience, but the same product design. But he still has the skills of Brian Legend, okay? I know, there's no way that we can have two of them, right? But anyway, let's just say that this Joe person created this token, and then he created the blockchain. Hasn't hurt a fly in his entire life. Hasn't hurt a fly in his entire life. But bootstrapped it all just as Brian Legend did. Everything was done perfectly. We still suffered the same amount of FUD. What would have happened? Right, I did a little bit of maths last night. The token price that we had, it was completely unsustainable at $300, but we all knew that. We were all buying. Nobody was really selling at all until the first sell-off, which is very typically normal in crypto, right? Nobody was really selling. Everybody was buying at the highest end of the market. I worked out that if we wanted the token price at around 300 or say 100 bucks, with the volatility that we have had, now bearing in mind, I still think that 80%, 90% of the problems that we've had is because of external factors. And even if Joe had exactly the same amount of external factors, like he didn't have the personality, he wasn't Brian Legend, but he failed the CertiX stuff for whatever other reason, okay? He failed the CertiX stuff, and then he still networked, he still carried on, he still did exactly the same over everything else, right? We would have had to have basically been buying into to the tune of about $5 to $10 million, you know, every 2 days, I suppose $5 million a day. And at some points we were doing that. at some points we were doing that, but it would need to have been consistent for forever, basically. So this is tokenomics. The more tokens you have, the less market cap you have, the less the token's worth, right? We're going through the biggest bear market that we've experienced since 2008, in my opinion. And I don't think we've actually seen really the beginning of it just yet. Some really big Mercedes-Benz just wants to mate with my car. It's alright, got the arse the size of Texas, so whatever. I love my morning ramblings. I've only had one cup of tea, by the way, that's the problem. I'm off to finish off a beautiful oak flooring, which I will be doing a video for all of you for. Not crypto related for once. Yeah, I actually intend to actually start my fitness side of the channel as well, which should be coming towards the end of the year. I am going to be doing something for charity from November onwards, which I'm really looking forward to. I will let you know how that works out. 3,000 press-ups in November, and that is for the Teenage Cancer Trust, that is a charity in England, and it's 100 press-ups a day, so I'm going to time them all. I used to be a personal trainer, so they will be proper ones. They won't be any of these half-rep crap press-ups that you get. But I'd love for you to support me. I will put up a page, and I will post the video up every single day. And yeah, I can't wait to start doing that. Bearing in mind, although I carry around boards and everything and do carpentry during the day when I've got work, I haven't done a press up in such a long time. The first week is gonna hurt, but I'm gonna record it 16 minutes a day. I reckon that's what it's gonna be. It'll probably get down to about 8 minutes, maybe even a bit less, just to get the heart going. And no, I'm not going to do before and after photos and show you. Nobody needs to see that level of hair. No. I'm like the Play-Doh man. If I shave the next day, it all comes back. It's not nice. You don't need to know that. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, beard is looking good today. I'm feeling amazing and ready for today in every aspect. I've got to take the stepdaughter to London today. Last time I went into London, I broke down in the middle of London Victoria. Battery just decided to give up the ghost. I had a jump start from the AA, and they got me going again. I need a new battery, and obviously I'm going to do that before I go to London tonight. And then said to myself, no, I'm not going to pay the 18 quid that Halfords charge. I'm a man, I will make it and do it myself. That's crazy. I don't understand why people pay. You know, just on Halfords for a second, right? They charge £4 to change one wiper blade, or £8 to change all three. Guys, this job takes less than 2 minutes to do all three, to take them off and put them back in, as long as you have brought the right attachment. 34% of all of their sales one day was the members of staff actually putting shit onto people's cars, right? So that could be anything from, you know, 4 quid all the way up to 125, depending on what they're fitting, right? Jesus H. Christ. Grab some tools, look it up on YouTube like every other human does, and fucking crack on. 34%. So if you made £1,000 on stuff that you needed to buy, then in that case it was an extra 340 quid. That is 2 members of staff easily for that particular shop. easily. Getting wealthy isn't easy for sure. You know, knowing about it, learning about it, and getting it done, it's completely two different things. It requires consistency. It requires 7 streams of income at least. You know, I was aware of all this. I practiced all of this, lost it all. Trying again, trying again, trying again, trying again. You keep on trying. I have never felt so motivated and pumped up in my entire fucking life. I'm just going to do things differently this time round. I made a load of mistakes the first time round, but I'm thankful for every single one of those mistakes, and I'm going to manage to push through and make sure that I don't make those mistakes again, because mistakes are only a mistake if you actually make them twice. I ain't going to make another mistake like that again. This time is to accomplish, rebuild, rearm, regroup, and with the Safu army, destroy all other cryptocurrencies. I'm in a weird mood today. Right, I'm off to one of my favourite parts of Kent today. It's a beautiful part. It's called Chilham. Chilham is just essentially beautiful. It is green, it is big houses, it is nice cars, it is big money, and I absolutely love going here whenever I can for work. Most of my work is in Canterbury now. Got a little bit of work in Ashford, but most of it is, and I'm not sad about that because it's a lovely little drive as long as it doesn't snow. We've got to get some snow this year in the UK because it's been light on snow for a really long time. Yeah, so going back to the whole Safu, which is my point of the video before I started rambling, the whole point of having Safu here is, if Joe had exactly the same conditions and not have the 2 failed projects behind him, there still would have been FUD, guys. There still would have been FUD, because people get paid to FUD all the time. And we can see it from Toilet Chain. Gotta love you, my friend. I hope that your NFT project works out well. But with your level of knowledge, you know, whatever you've written down on the back of that toilet paper in crayon, I hope you are ready to get it 100% right the first time, because if you don't, oh my god, there's 158,000 people on Safu that will come down on you like a ton of fucking bricks. I promise you that, my friend. There still would have been FUD. I don't think the price action would have done exactly the same thing as what it had done, but there still would have been FUD. 100%, there still would have been FUD. Fear of uncertainty and doubt. You know, it wouldn't have mattered about the wages that Brian takes. It wouldn't have mattered about the staff costs of, you know, X amount per month. It wouldn't have mattered at all. The team makes money. The team makes a huge amount of money to give us the best product possible. You know, and that's only going to grow with Safu lifestyles, all of that other stuff. And we're still at the very bloody beginning of it all. Now, last time I spoke about mental health on one of my videos, and I want to say a massive thank you to a lady called Live Freedom, who actually donated £100 of Safu straight into my account through Buy Me a Coffee, and I tell you what, I cried. I cried. I haven't had a load of Safu for a long time, and it's simply because I've been working hard, and the bills in the UK have been getting more and more and more. And although I was talking about Safu, etc., etc., I didn't really hold a hell of a lot. And you know, Live Freedom, oh my god, you know, I hope my content reaches to you, you know, in a personal manner, because I thank you from well, I just thank you. You're an amazing person, and the comments you said on the Buy Me a Coffee page were absolutely beautiful. You know, just a short while ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I didn't actually believe that mental health existed until I actually went through a very bad part of my life with it. You know, and it has been a moment in my time, and I needed to sit there. I needed to be in that place, but I've got some amazing friends, amazing family that will get me through absolutely everything. You know, I need to see my sons a bit more. I have an ex who doesn't. I've got 2 amazing kids with her, and I need to get in contact with them. Financial divorce is obviously very tricky, but you know, I'm really hoping to surpass all of that and get past all of that as quickly as humanly possible, but these things do take time. I miss and love my kids, Lewis and Theo. One of these days you will listen to all of these ramblings that Dad has made, and you'll either say, Dad, what happened? And I'll tell you the truth. There's always 2 versions of the truth. So, what were you expecting for the price action of the SafuuX token? If it stays the same, it stays the same. 53 cents. You know, will I be buying any more on the SafuuX token afterwards? Yeah, probably, just to keep my hand in the game. Will it go up? Will it go down? I actually don't really care, to be completely fair. I really don't. Just supporting the protocol, etc., is exactly what I want to do. Exactly how I want to be. So yeah. I haven't watched any AMAs or anything on the Discord recently because I find Discord a little bit annoying at the moment. It is literally just a message every 0.3 of a second. Oh my days, I can't keep up with it. So the news I want to try and find, I can't find it. Somebody asked me yesterday, what I'm going to do with all my Safer holdings after the 20th of January. So I'm going to keep on buying and keep on rebasing, you know. I mean, AVAX is currently $14, right? I can see that we're going to surpass AVAX very quickly, right? We'll surpass AVAX probably in the first 3 days. I mean, you know, even in this market, we'll surpass AVAX 100 million %. And then, you know, it'll take us a little while to get up to B&B kind of areas, maybe a year. But I don't see that we can't touch it at some point, you know, in the first 3 months before it finds a place to settle down. A couple of questions I have is, you know, every project that is coming up on the Hyperverse and Decentrology that is going to be put through SafuuX, I'm wondering whether they have to put a certain amount of individual liquidity in it and what that actually means to our protocol. Because I'd imagine that would boost our own liquidity, you know. And then I suppose there's going to be airdrops, you know, more nodes as it gets more popular. It's only logical. It only makes sense. You know, we're still at the very beginning of this journey. I reckon if I look back at this video in 2 years' time, you know, we all would have had a huge fill as to what we is that actually what we know. We'll all be a hell of a lot wealthy if we all decide to hodl. You know, everybody at the moment needs a side hustle just to live. You know, a second job or even sometimes a third job. I mean, we have this popular thing in the UK called Avon, where you deliver thousands of magazines, get people to buy, you then go and collect all the magazines. Very time consuming, very time consuming. So, yeah, my second car talk. I'm not struggling for things to say. Caffeine hasn't kicked in just yet, so I have the rest of the solid oak floor to complete today, which won't take me too long. Once it gets set up, it'll take me a little bit over maybe 2 hours to do. Once I've done that, happy days. Boss can come in, nail and pin it, and put it all together, and he can oil it. Once he's done that, then it's a case of just doing the skirting. Once the skirting is done, job done. Move in all of the stuff and love life. You know, I haven't really worked in the last 2 years. This is, you know, I've helped people out, but not for anything that, you know, I've worked with a bunch of Indian family that have, we rent our property from, and they know that I can do certain things, and stuff that I've experienced, work that I've done in the past, you know, not hard stuff, just bits and pieces, laid a few floors, completely refurbed another house, you know, and the work went fine, the relationship afterwards didn't, you know. So, you know, almost at the completion of the job, they said they can't afford to pay me anything for anything, and I was like, oh my god. You know, I spent a lot of time, a lot of effort doing the work there for no payoff whatsoever. You know, and then trying to do any work after dealing with that was just impossible. You know, it kills you on the inside. You know, when you do a beautiful job and then you don't get the respect and payment, that's, you know. Designed my garden last night. Couldn't get to sleep at a reasonable hour, so I started redesigning my shed. I've got quite a few tools now for my work, stuff I need to sharpen, stuff I need to put away properly. So I need to get my shed done and secure. Some lights in the shed, loads of things. And then any wood that I take from sites that is surplus to requirements, I recycle and use, so it doesn't just go into landfill somewhere and get chewed up. I cut off what isn't needed and I use it. My god, that's just simple fucking economics. Love recycling, especially when it comes to wood, you know. Yeah, I recycle pretty much anything I can to help out with my own house. Anything I can't recycle, I spend time with my family with. I have fire on the outside, in a little fire pit, cuddle up with the dogs, watch the fire go, listen to some music on the phone. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff. So yeah, everything needs to be given a chance. I think we're going to get to 100 million. I hope we're going to get to 100 million. But it's up to people like us, the influencers, and people like you to believe. I worked out that if everybody that's got current holdings has got $650, we would get to the 100 million. I think my maths was right. $652, 158,000 holders. Everybody put in $652. That would be the 100 million. I think that would be the 100 million. Don't forget, if you put BNB or Bitcoin in, you still get a bonus on the top of that. Right now, you get a bonus, for crying out loud. I know Bitcoin's Bitcoin, but would you want, you know, 35% more Bitcoin by the time that it comes out in January? Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah, I don't even hold Bitcoin. Can't wait for the top 5 protocols to come out on SafuuX, you know, and see how much money we're actually going to be making on them. I can't wait. I think that's going to be absolutely incredible looking at on that. Oh my god, it's bright today. I forgot my sunglasses today. Metaverse, hyperverse, everything's going to make money on it. You know, Web3, DeFi, it's the next thing. It's like the .com in 2001. You know, it will have a bubble to it for sure eventually. You know, not everybody can be a millionaire. You know, and the other thing to importantly say is it is not going to take, like, you can't put £100 into these protocols and say, when am I going to become a millionaire? It doesn't work like that, my friend. It doesn't work like that. I was in a pub yesterday, and my girlfriend and I, we put 20 quid into a kind of like a video machine like they have in Vegas. And we've played the same game every single time that we've gone, and every single time that we've gone, we've had our drinks, we've had our food, and we've all, you know, we've come out positive from the fruit machines that they have there. They're not fruit machines, they're video machines. But that's what we do. We've done it twice. We'll carry on doing it. You know, put 20 quid in. It doesn't have 20 quid. It doesn't have 20 quid. You know, it doesn't really matter. I'm just kind of hoping that one day the ex-wife or a family of my ex-wife's family stumble across these videos and then see, oh my god, we didn't kill him. You know? Old business partners and things like that, once they get up to 10,000 views, 10,000 hours, and yeah, start earning money from YouTube as well. I can't wait for those kind of things to start coming into fruition. We're, I think, around about 650 hours at the moment of actual watch time, and I think for something, you know, that I started when I was not in a very good mental state, that it actually is incredible that I've actually managed to push this through. This channel has actually helped me out to actually get through my mental states that I was within. Just passing the lovely hop fields on a, you know, start of an autumnal day. You know, it's quite cold, roads are damp, my clutch is squeaky, but it's beautiful. You know, seeing the hop farms. Come on. All been mined for, well, all been taken down for the season. They're going to be made into some friendly beer. Beer. Gotta have at least one a day. I know that there's a bit of a differentiation between what, you know, what alcoholism in the UK is and what alcoholism in the US is. Like, you know, got to give credit to one of the comedians in the UK, I can't remember his name, but you know, 2 glasses of wine at lunchtime, you know, the Americans think that, you know, we need to host an intervention. 2 glasses of wine, lunchtime, oh, she's got a problem, let's form an intervention. 2 glasses of wine in the UK. A bottle of wine in the UK is a warm-up. A whole bottle of wine is a warm-up before we actually go out proper drinking. A bottle of wine is called pre-drinking in the UK. If we held interventions like that in the UK, Jesus Christ, we wouldn't actually have time to do any bloody work. Be safe, kids. Don't drink too much. So, everything being sacrificed and everything being real, SafuuX will succeed. I mean, we went from nothing to 20 million very, very quickly. We know we did. Right, people, I'm just about to hit my work. I'm going to upload this video. I hope you are all well. I hope you have an amazing day. I hope you keep buying and sacrificing for SafuuX. If you don't, it's your choice. Oh my days, that was the biggest puddle I've ever seen. Just driven through. And if you want to, please like, share, subscribe, show me some love. If you fancy to, send me some coffee money. Everybody that has sent me through something, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I will be doing a subscriber channel once I get to 1,000 subs. I am nowhere near that yet. I'm at 260 something. I had somebody unsub from me yesterday. Boring. So yeah, I would love for you to all sub, share and like on my Discord channels everywhere. Oh, and just one final thing before I do go. Me and my stepson, who is heavily autistic, he is really autistic, bless him. Very point of fact, he needs a lot of help, and we give it to him every single day. Right? The government helps him out with, you know, disability living allowance, which we use on him to get him things. He's got a YouTube channel himself called Moose Gang, and I'm gonna set that channel up a little bit better for him over the next couple of weeks. And once I do, he's going to have merchandise, etc., etc., and I can't wait for that to happen. So I'll put a link once I've done that work. But the good thing is with that is that, you know, it's spending time with him, you know, on something he absolutely loves. He loves playing Roblox, as my oldest son does, and yeah, I want him to have an amazing time on that. And I'm going to help him out with his YouTube channel. I'm going to get some merchandise ready for him as well. Drop ship that stuff, all that stuff that I've had to learn through my own YouTube journey, and I'm going to help him work things out a hell of a lot quicker. He's only 11, bless him. He's going to put everything on Twitch. I don't know what that is yet. I've got to do some research. Yeah, I can't wait. Life is good. Life is good right now. Right, peace out, dudes and dudettes. I hope you're all well. I love you all. This is CryptoFit UK, driving to work in this sunny, beautiful October morning. Can't see a crapping thing. Oh, there's another car. Okay. Wishing you the very best day. Whatever you're doing, or whoever you're doing, I will see you on the next one.